Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's all about African vibes. Yes, here is another African recipe. In Ghana, this is the most popular breakfast recipe you can find at home, on the streets. Yes, this is millet porridge, as it's normally called in Ghana as Hausa koko. So here is my millet. After taking away all the unwanted materials, I soak this millet overnight. Yes, you can soak it for 6-8 hours or overnight preferably. Then the next morning I move ahead to strain the first water away, and then I wash it thoroughly with fresh water. Yes, then after that I'll take away the water and continue to pour fresh water on it and wash it. Hello family, here at Empress Florence channel, all I do is to cook African recipe. Yes, delicious one for that matter. And today we are making Hausa koko, as it's normally called in Ghana. Please, in the comment section, let me know how this particular porridge is called in your country. All right. Mostly we enjoy Hausa koko or millet porridge with kose or akara, as Nigerians call it. And in my previous video, you'll see how I made this delicious akara or kose. Alright. After being convinced that my millet is thoroughly washed, here is the final process. I'm going to carefully pour this into my sieve and then add more water whilst the remaining or foreign particles settle at the bottom. Yes, we still have some sand and some particles, as you can see. So we are done with the final process. Yes. This method, this last process, is very important if you don't want to include any foreign particles like stones and sand in your millet. It's very important that you add enough water and then carefully take the millet away, and the particles will be left beneath or at the base of your millet. So here I'm adding my cloves, my ginger, some pepper, and even some negro pepper as well. It's optional, the negro pepper, but it gives it that nice taste, and the smell, the aroma is so inviting. Guys, so far so good. We are back from the corn flour milling machine center. Yes, because I don't want to add water and use blender for this. I rather take it to the commercial corn flour milling center and it is perfectly done. So here we have in flour form. I'm back from the place, and then I just fetch some quantity, add enough water, mix it evenly, and strain it using my cheese cloth. Yes. So I strain this and I make sure that I squeeze all the milk from the chaff. Yes. After squeezing for the first time, if you realize it still has some milk in it, add water and squeeze it off. And trust me, this water is not going to be wasted. Stay tuned and we are moving ahead. All right. So, voila. Check it out. This is the chaff. So this, we are going to throw it away. Or if you are rearing some domestic fowls or whatever, you can dry it and use it for them. So here is our millet after it has settled thoroughly. In fact, I did this previous night, and the following morning it is thoroughly settled. So in my pan, I carefully strain this water inside. Yes, leaving the millet, the thick millet at the bottom of the bowl there. So this water is what I'm cooking here on fire. Allow it to cook thoroughly. Let it cook very well. Then here in my bowl, I have my settled millet, very thick. Please don't start pouring water on it like that. Stir it, let it be thoroughly mixed. It will become a little lighter. Then you move ahead to add your hot boiling water on it as you stir. Please, should be continuous. Don't do one first. As you are pouring water on it, be stirring it to avoid lumps in it. Check it out. Here is our millet porridge, but as you can see, it's a little bit lighter. So just wait, cover it, and allow it to sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. And let's see how it will turn out. At this point, don't forget, cooking is still going on as you cover it. So after 15 minutes, this is what we have. Look at how thick it looks. Yes, better than the previous one. It depends on how you want your millet porridge or your Hausa koko. If you want it lighter, you know how to add the water. If you want it thicker, know how to add the water. But one thing I'm sure of, and I'm telling you, is that if you allow it to sit for some time as the cooking is still ongoing off the fire, it will become thicker. And when it's become too thick, you can add hot water to dilute it. So I just first in my bowls add a sugar, yes, or any sweetener of your choice. You can choose to take it like this if you are not a fan of sugar or whatever. Fellow Africans, ladies and gentlemen, we've just made the most patronized breakfast here in Ghana. Yes, it's so delicious. You can take this porridge with anything you want, bread. You can actually add evaporated milk to your porridge. And don't forget groundnuts, donuts, puff-puff, bullfloats. Everything goes with millet porridge or Hausa koko. Guys, don't forget to subscribe, like and share my videos. Let's be family. Bye-bye.